Hello and welcome back to another video of Forza Horizon Car Pass. Today, I'm actually right now in a Supra, as you can see, but today we have the Magnum. And yes, lately videos have been coming up very scarce as I have very little time, but anyway, let's get into the video. Cheers! Alright, we are here, and we actually also have the M8 competition, but I'm not gonna get into that one yet. I have that one, the Magnum SRT8. Let's see what kind of liveries we have. Ooh, wow.
Just take this in from now on. Let's actually go with this one. It is clean and it just screams angry.
It just screams Daddy's car. Alright, now that we've bought it, let's figure out what we're going to do with it. It's a V8 rear-wheel drive American muscle car, which is a station wagon. And we have, it's a B-class, 425 horsepower, 600 bit liters, 2,000 kilograms. I think I still have manual with clutch. It's a pretty good drift car, honestly. Bumps into pedestrian. Let's actually make a race car out of this, because, you know, let's see, because it's basically a car that you don't think will actually be that fast, but this will be the perfect sleeper. So let's do a street race. Do we have anything? Let's just remember that one. Anything cool? That one, no. Alright, let's get into this. Why was my MG3 recommended? Which was a rear-wheel drive motorcycle engine machine. So, alright, we have a Ferrari, a 6x6. Just give me 1 second. Racing some pretty famous cars here. I didn't switch my gearing for my gearbox. I'm going to bully you. I'm kind of sad that a car like this is actually added, even though Mexico is quite famous for everything, like all the ruts and customs you have, like a Chevy 3100 or a Plymouth PT50 if I'm correct, and name some other hot rods which are still quite on the scene these days. So So I kind of wish they had put more of those cars into the base game, you know? Instead we get mostly recycled cars and even some cut cars, which actually would have been perfect for this setting. Ooh. That heavy engine really wants to go somewhere. And it's not going where I want to go. Bad idea. Didn't want to commit. Maybe I'll only switch up the, put in the sport gearbox where you can only just change up the last gear ratio with a final drive. Because, I don't know, already with Fortune 28 horsepower, or with any type of horsepower, I can just change up all the gearing. You usually have wheel spin up to like third gear. I was actually trying to commit to the corner, but the car is fairly stable for the rest of it. Despite a little bit of understeer if you just commit to the corner a bit too late. Don't worry. This worked out last time as well. I'm doing a Paul Walker right there. In Fast and Furious 4. Alright. Let's go for the sleeper style. Huh. Which with that livery works perfectly, right? I would have also expected some more buggies in this game. Let's see what the gear ratio is. 283. Look at this gearing. Could have potentially topped out in 4th gear. Only half it. 5. Wow. Alright. Let's get into the montage. So, I actually did go sleeper on it. If you have been watching along just a little bit, I've only really done intake, fuel system, ignition, exhaust, cooling, flywheel, supercharger, and a set of tires. And I'm right at the top of A class. Now, I really wanted to keep it like family friendly, as you would say, you know? I have just over 600 horsepower right now, 1500 kilograms, so I'm actually totally stripped out. But on the other hand, I've actually chosen the pods that I could do in an afternoon or a weekend. So if I took my car apart in the weekend, then I, you know, could have obviously done an intake, an exhaust, fuel system, supercharger. I really didn't want it to be a massively powerful car. And depending on how this thing does, I might just also take this thing online, you know? Let's just drive for a second and see what we can do. What we have to do on the suspension side of things. It suffers from a little bit of oversteer, but it's better than understeer because you can actually keep some power on it while you go through it. So, alright, I haven't really done much night races through. Let's do this one. I'm curious to see how it does in some faster corners. And this thing this route is the perfect mix between fast and slow corners. Especially the last part of it has those S's, as you could have seen. So yeah, curious, really curious. Okay, Cayman I saw an Elise. Corvette I see a truck. It's an M8 right there. Oh, it's an Infinity. It's not the fastest off the line. But it definitely wants to go towards the stop speed though, so that's a good thing. Oh, it's handling pretty good. As long as I don't overspeed anything. Maybe a slightly wider set of tires would have helped. The front's already max, but I think if I would have put 315s on the rear, this thing would have been just fine. But we'll see what we can do with some handling tuning. Or some suspension tuning, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, this is where it really wants to step out. Oh wow, that gutter helped me out there. All in all, a great car, and a fairly good sleeper as well. It's just A class, remember, but, and I'm really not into online racing, but I think this has some potential. So I kind of hope next season that this car can show its true colors. Yeah, that was the Dodge Magnum. It is the car your father wished he had back in the day. Well then, with this I thank you for watching and I'll hope to see you again next time. Cheers!